Welcome back to Guna's tutorial. We are happy that we organized a 4-day national level webinar on IoT applications and machine learning during 21st to 24th of June 2020. I am here with sharing the webinar series for your reference. Today's topic is IoT trends and technologies development in terms of machine learning. The resource person is Mr. Janardhanan, Assistant Professor, Computer Science and Engineering, Galkotias University, Uttar Pradesh. Now, I request Mr. Janardhanan to deliberate his deliberations of his presentation.
Good morning. I'm present over here. Today, we are going to discuss about IoT trends and technology development in terms of machine learning. So let me start with about IoT. So introduction, we need to start with formal definition about IoT. So for example, you can see this representation of IoT, how it is evolving day-to-day life. So we can see these formal definitions. So we can see these computing devices and mechanical digital machines provide. So we need identification to able to transfer the data over the without requiring the human to human or human to computer interactions. So you can see this how it is being maximum interconnected with the devices all over machines with unique identification. This is a formal definition for Internet of Things. So what is a simple word for we can say that in IoT? So IoT is that, as I said, that it was internet connected objects able to collect the data and exchange the data. That is the simple way we can say that. And then the collection data through the internet. And then this is a few more session, initial session, those who are attended, this is given the representation who invented the IoT, Kevin Aston. So inventor of the IoT. So this is discussed in previous session. Let me go to how it is works. So IoT, we need to know how it is being working, where it is being used. So IoT, we can see this whenever we are talking about Internet of Things, it is 100% we have a hardware devices, sensors and devices. For example, sometimes we want to talk to the cloud through the connectivity which is being, if it is your voice over command, whatever we are giving sensor which is being used through the some software which is being decide the for example Google, Alexa, many voice based activities are there, so they work. The next is that what is IoT and its applications. So there are plenty of IoT and applications which is being listed. So all are it is being performed with the embedded devices. So electronics and department which is more evolving that sensor which is being used always collect along with the computer science connected to the. So same process which is being that whenever collect exchange the data and transfer the data. So based on that, it will learn that. So what is that it will do in this end? It will learning prediction based. It will do the learning process. So human can take, it will take to repeated words of prediction process. So it will do the easiest way to transmission. Next, why the IoT is so much of important. So when we do the large amount of data analysis, when data analytics or human cannot be evolving, so more IoT analyzing the amount of data in terms of big data, for example, big data analytics projects. So we can able to. So we want to do use some sensor for the analysis based, for request and response based, we'll get the better result. And next, what is the example of IoT? Real time. So you can see this. For example, in terms of security, cars, electronic appliances, lights in household, you can see automated. For example, imagine the whole house is a sensor which is being, for example, door opening, it will scan your eyes, retina, biometric, many ways are we can able to use sensors and devices, and then automatic light on off. Many electronic companies which is being invented the bulb which is the human sensor detecting that it will automatically on off, fridges, powers, and then gas, like everything will be. And then you can see this household alarm systems, speaker system. What is the best example we can use this day-to-day life? For example, consumer related, we are the consumer, so connected devices like smart TVs, smart speakers, toys, wearable and smart appliances. So the smart security systems, smart city technology. For example, smart city technology, if you are going there, then you will ask you that you are waiting for the bus station, then you will ask you the voice based command, then it will give you the accuracy where the bus was right now, and then you can give access through the voice based. You will know to come to know that where you are, where you want to go. Through the voice over, you can able to identify that sensors, traffic crossings, like the monitor traffic. So weather condition predictions. So these are the best example of day-to-day life of consumers enterprise with IoT devices. The IoT which is being used. So you can see this, as I said, that mechanical, electronic systems, so which is being used in terms of public, private, and industrial institution, residential area, in terms of home automation, building automations, maximum. These are the various field or various locations which is being real time, which is being implemented. We need to ask the question where the IoT it is benefits to us. So if it is automation, we will reduce more number of manual evaluation process. For example, imagine there is one sensor fixed in water tank. Instead of going and watching, waiting in that overflow, it is coming automatic bell. Is there automated ringing system? Is there automatic sensor? Is there many inventions are there in terms of these are the some real-time example for how it is beneficial to that. This is a survey which is being given by that in terms of sensors, smart vehicles connected to the internet in terms of 2022. So it is that almost of 30 billion IoT devices globally, around $7.1 trillion. So it is being futures going to change over to the IoT. So let me see the second agenda of the trends and technologies. Now, what are the trends? This is a comparative graph which is being used. How much cost which is being we are using low range to high range for using the data, how it is being evolving. So we can see this, the graphical representation, right, x-axis which is represent the range. So you can see this 1 meter, 10 meter, 100 meter, 1 kilometer, 10 kilometer. And then you can see this data rate and power consumptions. 1 kbps, 100 kbps, 1 mbps, 100 mbps. Even right now 1 gbps is there. So you can see this unlicensed low power and the licensed and Bluetooth, RFID, Wi-Fi. You can see this highest cost. You can see this fully blue color which is being indicated the very highest cellular network, and then Wi-Fi partially. Right now we are evolving the maximum trends of cellular. So these are the 6 leading types of IoT wireless technologies. Let me see the brief about that. What is LPWAN? PWAN, low power wide area network. So what is that in this sense? It will provide the long range communication on small and inexpensive batteries. What is that in this sense? It is the purpose to build large scale IoT networks over the industrial and commercial purposes. We need to know the low power consumption, because a large industry always we want to use a maximized power supply which is being reduced in terms of long range, as well as the small and inexpensive way we have to do the process. So there are numeric applications. Once a few I was listed. For example, remote monitoring. Some industrial experience we need, they have to monitor the work is running or not. Then they will. So next is another technology is a Zigbee. So Zigbee is that one of the device which is being used for a short range communication. This is a mesh topology which is being extended the multiple sensor which is being used for the very short range, and then it will take very low power consumptions which is being there. And then what is the main usage is when compared to the low power wide area network, Zigbee provides a high data rate transmissions to the Wi-Fi for home automation and like smart lighting systems, security, energy management, and then home sensor networks. This is very good application related to the Zigbee, where it is we can apply where it is being used in terms of home automations, smart lighting systems, energy management. And next technology trends which is being right now we are using is that Bluetooth. So we all know that 10 meter ranges. Bluetooth is very short range communication technology. So consumer in that we can able to use a one-to-one, like we can see this point to multi-point nowadays, which is data exchange among the different user. And then you can see this power when compared to the previous three, so power is low energy, which is later to the all smaller scale consumer IoT applications. This is very low energy consumption which is being taken, and then being connected to that short range communication through the Bluetooth communication, we can able to analysis or surveillance. So next is that Wi-Fi. Nowadays, this is also one of the technology which is being used, Wi-Fi. And then, for example, Wi-Fi is that limitation in terms of coverages as well as the power consumption. Next evolving is that Wi-Fi 6. This is the newest Wi-Fi generations. Almost it was the greatest bandwidth, less than 9.6 Gbps. This is Wi-Fi and Wi-Fi 6 is the newest Wi-Fi generations, which is being improved the throughput per user in terms of congestion. Very RFID is one of the trends which is being used more nowadays. Also till now it is being used. Okay, so it is being reader within the short distance. You can see this if you are going for a shopping mall, shopping something, then dresses, they have RFID tag installed in every dresses. So what is the comparative analysis of use cases of which were use cases of wireless technology where nowadays is being used? So you can see this, what are the topologies which is being used? Star topology, you can see this top up key to the IoT verticals. So low power IDRA network, cellular, Zigbee, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, RFID. So RFID is a point to point, and then Wi-Fi is a star and mesh topology. You can use Bluetooth also, we can use star, and then Zigbee mostly is a mesh topology. You can see this fully blue color, so which is being that more evolving how it is being smart industrial IoT, smart meter, smart city, smart building, and then smart home automation. We can use either a Zigbee or a Bluetooth and then Wi-Fi. These are the ranges. Wearable maximum, we are using wearable, whatever the wearable devices in terms of star and mesh topology, the Bluetooth range. Connector topology, connector car in terms of we are using right now, it is evolving process. That's why it is a little green circle which is being the Wi-Fi range short interconnected, and then connected to the health. We can use either a mobile 3G 4G technology as well as via Bluetooth we can able to access it. And then the retail industry in terms of either the Bluetooth and then RFID. In terms of logistic asset tracking, as I told you, logistic asset tracking in terms of purchasing dresses, goods, whatever, if you are doing, there are RFID tag which is being installed. Either you can use 3G 4G communication as well as low power, very less, and then RFID is maximum which is being used. Agriculture, always we want a less power, low power wide area communications. This is a use case representation, better understanding about trends and technologies. So we need to know that where the IoT applications in terms of ranking by the Google searches which is being represented survey. So IoT in terms of, we can see this how it is being classified, how it is being overall maximize user be used or using, going to be used or using already. So you can see this increasing the usage around 63% of users which is being used smartwatch, activity tracker because running sometime health monitoring, and then smart glasses also there in terms of wearing smart glasses, and then smart city it is around 33%, 34% of around 41K. This is small analysis which is being there by the search. You can see the score 1, score 2, score 3. Score 1 which is being evolving by the Google search which is being do, score 2 which is being Twitter, and then score 3 which is being evolved by the survey of LinkedIn, how it is being evolving. For example, industrial environment around 25% is full-fledged, it was not being implemented. And then connector car, you can see this remote car control, Alexa, many car companies, one of the example is Tesla types cars are automated driving system which is being evolved in few of the countries it is being running. Then smart supply chain also in terms of transport movement from one location to another location, one it is being used. And then around agriculture, you can see this, it is come to the ranking 10th in terms of quality survey analytics, because agriculture related purpose we are not maximum agriculture we are not using any more sensor in terms of real time. That's why it is going very, this is only few limited application which is being listed at real time where we are being involved. Let me discuss about machine learning of what is machine learning, why it is being used. So you can see this, we need to ask one question, is machine learning really related to the IoT? Yes. So machine learning is an experience boosting the popularity among the industrial companies to high surrounding the internet devices in terms of industrial, and then always it is cloud-based IoT platform. Is not enough if sensor is connected to the network, and then data generated from the sensors need to be analyzed. So here we need to know IoT and then machine learning. Yes, language processing. Now best example in natural language processing is that you can see this Google Translate. Almost many language and then one language, for example, if you want to convert English to Hindi, English to Urdu, English to Tamil, Malayalam, many language supported. And then right now best example translation is that You can able to use a Google Lens also. Now plenty of mobile phones have a Google Lens feature is there. If you want to capture something, then it will tells you what it was. It will gives you comparative analysis about that. I don't know how many of you used the Google Lens process. And then machine learning, which is classified into supervised, unsupervised, reinforcement. Right now, deep learning, neural network, conventional neural network, KNN, ANN, artificial neural network. These are the recent trends which is being evolving the machine learning technologies more in terms of prediction, analysis, auto reading, auto predictions, machine automatically learn whatever the best example. If you are enabling your mobile phone for a text, and see this sometimes if your institute name or some regular words, if you are typing into the WhatsApp, it will automatically come into the prediction, Google prediction, because of the machine learning. The next agenda, we need to know what are the tools and courses for further learning. If I want to improvise myself, or I want to guide to my students, or student need to be learning, practicing, if I want to work. So what are the companies are doing? What are the best and suitable example tools and courses for further learning? So IBM Watson Studio. So IBM is a company which is being created, IBM Watson Studio. What is that in this sense? It is artificial intelligence for giving the better solution, and as well as this is a open source. So in this PPT, and the next is that Google Cloud in terms of automating IoT machines. For example, device automation process, automatic self-prediction, automated related activities, Google Cloud. So this is the link in PPT. I'm giving the link. So another tools, if you want to learn, that means software, if you want to learn machine learning in terms of IoT related devices to the edge computing, Microsoft also we can give that. And then many I was listed out one that in terms of connected to the smart devices, smart things, in terms of onboard connected devices, IoT sensors, Arduino boards, many boards are there, sensor is there. We can do network simulator also. We can do the simulation in terms of we don't want to buy a specific sensor. We can practice it. This is one of the company ICNO. This is also we can able to do the self-learning and predictive analysis process. And then if you want to do some analysis, real-time analysis and projects, GTF is one of the best project, predefined project. Next one example is that Amazon Web Services. Amazon, you can say the Amazon purchase something. So this is also one of the, so maximum you can practice yourself for, if you know the Java, if you know the Python basics about that, you can able to coding inside of it. You can practice using for machine learning. And then what are that supported deep learning frameworks for that? TensorFlow, PyTorch, Chainer, Keras, and then Lexans, many which is being supported in Amazon Web Services also. And then next, so I want to do the credit conversion. For example, UGC AICT is a program which is being student. If you want to convert into the credit conversion in terms of UGC giving that in terms of SWAYAM, AICT program which is being running every semester, it is being faculty development, faculty if they want to learn advanced in that level, beginning level to advanced level, SWAYAM courses are there. Let me go to the IoT development in future. So around that, by in terms of there is a survey says that it is being around by 2025 we can able to evolve around the more than 21 billion IoT devices going to be involved day-to-day activities. More cities will become smart vehicle, smart transportation, smart water, smart. So imagine that if it is being that in terms of reside home, we don't have any security software installed into that. Imagine there is no, if our Wi-Fi devices is connected, we don't have any firewall in it to save our data. It is there may be chance of attacks which is being happen. So we need to know that lot of security which is being prevention essentially in terms of home automation system, router which is being connected, always firewall, and then antiviruses, whatever that we need to be connected to the devices. Always the data should be protected. So this is another one important is a 5G network. So this is a very much we are there in the 4G only. Now right now in market, right now 5G phones have started selling. For example, Realme, iRock, something, many models which is being started selling that. Even the Relays is already bandwidth frequencies, it is already being Geo, which is being started that process testing everything. 5G come to that open to the door, all the door. That means all the people user. Then thing we need to consider is a privacy and then security concern. privacy in the sense, right now we are using that Google or many other default login process or mobile phones. We are giving privacy to read our basic information, contacts. I don't know that how many application you are all viewing that settings and then application permission. Denial of services attack. This is more in terms of distributor. Imagine all your devices, home automation, which is being connected. You, for example, you are saying your personal passwords, passbook detail, bank transaction detail in your laptop or a desktop. It is already connected to the internet always. Then that is one of the very major attack, distributed denial of services attack, malicious attack. That should be more careful in terms of future evolving. We need to use us secure the data in terms of firewalls, antiviruses, to avoid the particular security issues and privacy issues will be overwhelmed. So let me see the conclusion. So always I was given only the introduction about IoT. What is IoT? I was raising the question why we want to study, what we want to see, where it is being used or not, and then machine learning, and then some comparative analysis. So always we need to be ready with because nowadays we are using. We need to know what is Internet of Things, how it is being evolving into the machine learning, and then always we need to practice ourselves in terms of various training courses. I was listed only the government related. Then you can practice the private Udora, Coursera, many Edureka, many private specific companies also giving the mini module. You can practice also that. You can train yourself to the technology always. So thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Janardhanan, for your wonderful session. I register my sincere thanks to the management, principal, and director computer science, Sri Saraswati Tyagaraja College, for permitting me to conduct the webinar. I extend my sincere thanks to all the participants and Mr. Janardhanan. Thank you all.